Hey guys, just getting set up here. Just trying to see something here that I can do. I am here to do your reading live. If you are new to my channel and just checking in or waited, I appreciate it. I do this once a week, so definitely want to subscribe and come on. I'm just trying to see something if I can do this. I'm having trouble with my computer, so I'm on my phone. And so I'm trying to see if I can see on my computer the live chat. Let me tell you, I am not computer savvy. So they're saying that yes, you can see the live chat on my desktop, but I'm not seeing it. So I'm just not computer savvy. So I'm just checking in here, making sure that if anybody comes on, definitely we are here. All right. All right. So let's get this going. How's everybody doing this morning? My name is Patty. I am Divine Warrior Intuitive. Definitely want to share with you my channel. I am a small channel, but I am, oh, I found it, guys. I found it. So if you have any questions, anything like that, I can see the chat. Yay! But I do this once a week. I come on live once a week, and I do answer your questions at the end. So if you're watching this, you can definitely ask a question at the end. I have a big announcement coming up at the end of the month. I'm working on something exciting for you guys. So hopefully that will give you more incentive to not only watch my channel because I'm a coach, I'm a mindset transformation coach. So hopefully this helps you in some way with your challenges, your questions, your struggles, your healing, because I do more of a create your future kind of tarot. And so let's get started on this reading. So we are on, what is today? February 22nd, 23rd. What are we at? Oh, we're 24th. Oh my gosh, time sure goes so freaking fast. Holy Toledo. We only got 4 more days in February, guys. 4 more days. Yay. It's not been a really super good month for a lot of energies out there. It's still in transition with the planets, with numerology, with everything going on. It's still in transition. So there's a lot of inner work going on with you guys, with everybody, including me. Big time inner work. So don't be surprised. Don't walk in fear, though. There's a lot of energies that I'm getting, and a lot of people that I'm coming in contact with that that are walking in fear so freaking much. It's like, why are you allowing fear to control you? You should control your fear, and challenge it and face it head on sometimes, because once we get rid of that fear, so many things can open up. So many things. So the energy right now is what I'm getting is that there, I would probably say, I don't want to give it a specific number, but I would say probably 90% walk in fear of something. And it might not be everything, but it's something like you don't want to take a job because it's too much of a risk. You don't want to go into that relationship because you've been hurt too bad. You don't want to confront somebody because you might hurt their feelings. Those kind of things. You know, becoming a boomer has been really, really interesting to me because as we get older, I'm seeing that we just don't want to put up with crap anymore. We don't want to sugarcoat anything. We want to just be, but we don't do it out of meanness. We do it out of love. So definitely something that we just want to do. So, but we're going to get into this reading. This is going to be for the first part of March. Now, remember, this is energies, guys. When you watch tarot and you look at tarot and somebody promises you something, please walk away, because they don't know. They're not God. They're not the universe. They're not energy. But the thing is that we can give you an idea where the energies are moving, where they're flowing, and it's up to you, because energy changes from millisecond to millisecond, and it's how your mindset is. That's why I teach about mindset. of where it's going to go. Okay, so and you might wake up in the morning and say, "Yep, I'm going to be happy," and then all of a sudden that energy changes when somebody pisses you off or whatever, kind of a thing. So but let's get going on the reading. Again, if you have questions, if you are just popping in, please, you can go ahead and ask a question at the end. If you want to interact like you with this reading, that's fine. Not a problem. I'm always open because this is a community. It's a safe community, hopefully. And I try to keep all the negative, low vibrational energy people out. But hopefully they come in too and they learn. Okay. So the first energy, which is Divine's card, as I always say, this is why it's Divine Warrior Intuitive, because this is Divine's card. This is his message. And this is, when I say he's an energy. So he could be called the universe. He could be called God. He could be called it all depends on what you believe in. Welcome, welcome. Hello there. Thank you for saying hi. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. So I'm just getting started. You can interact if this resonates with you, but I will take questions at the end if you want. All right. So let me get into this mindset because I really need to keep my focus in on what's coming through from the other side. Let's see. So this is definitely willing release. Huge, 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 huge. What's going on through February? What's going on through the 1st of March? Okay. 9. It definitely for numerology, I'm thinking here, it's the number 4 in numerology. So the willing to release. When you talk about the moons, like we got the waning moon, the waxing moon, we got the full moon, new moon. So there is times where that energy is being released and then we're taking in that energy. Think of it as like the ocean, a tide coming in and coming out. So when it goes out, it's releasing. When it's coming in, okay, thank you. So when it's coming in, it's bringing everything in. What they asked me to share is be careful what you bring in. Remember to release the low vibrational energies, which is doubt, low self-esteem, learning how to release those energies. And as a coach, I can help you do that. But the other thing is when that tide is coming in, all those energies coming in, so that there's a whole bunch of stuff pummeling you. Struggles, challenges, things like that, people coming at you wanting something. As parents, we're like, okay, the kids only call when they want something, right? So but for you, whatever this challenge is and that tide's coming in, be really careful what you let into your bubble, your circle, or your energy, your aura. It's even like hugging. You got to be careful who you hug. Because if you're looking at somebody and they want to hug you and you're like, oh, thank you, but I'm not a hugger. Because you're bringing that energy into your aura and you're absorbing it. You go into a room that is, say you're going into an office, classroom, whatever it is, you're in a happy mood. You walk in there and you feel like, oh, crap, this isn't a good energy. Or somebody's really grouchy and that whole energy changes. Be careful because when you're bringing in that tide, I guess we're going to be talking about the ocean today because they've got it in my head. But what I see when we're bringing this in, I've been in a lot of hurricanes in Japan when I lived in Japan, and they bring crap up from the ocean. I mean, it's as tall as a 2-story building sometimes. It's throwing up everything. So what you bring into you, be really, really careful. But the thing is, this is Divine is saying you need to release. You need to let go. 4 of Pentacles, you need to let go of something. And it's one of the hardest things we can do as a human being is to let go. Because we want that. It's like hanging on to a past relationship. Been there, hanging on to somebody that you love deeply and they left, okay? Or somebody passes on and you hold on to that memory. We want to hold on to it, but we don't want it to engulf us like a big wave, like a tsunami wave. We want to be able to have it coming in and going out and coming in and going out. So the releases, and I love this because somebody whether you're watching it live or whether you're watching it with the recording, it's going to be a transition for you to do that. It's not easy. I'm telling you, as a coach, it's not easy. Okay. Definitely, because The reason why it's not easy is because we want validation. We want love. We don't want to hurt anybody in that manner. All right. So, but the butterfly is always about transformation. Birds are about messages, things of that nature, which things are on this butterfly. And if you look at these dandelions, they're at the seeding phase. Oh my God, thank you. Oh my God, I can't make this up. I've got goosebumps. They're at the seeding phase. The butterfly is about transition. Do you see those black things falling? It means that when we let go, we can plant seeds for new things to come in. It's sort of like that ocean again. When a hurricane brings in all that crap, somebody's got to go in and take it all out so the ocean can have flexibility to move back in. It can't move in, it's got a wall of crap. I'm talking about furnitures and cars, and you wouldn't be surprised what the ocean vomits up once they have a hurricane. I always call a hurricane the ocean is cleaning itself. All right. But look at this energy. This is your energy or somebody around you or somebody you're dealing with. It's going to resonate with you. I don't know if that's you or somebody else, but divine is definitely, oh, the number 4 in numerology, again, is about building that foundation, making something stable, making something strong, making something solid. And it could be a beginning stage, ending and beginning. If you're watching your, I did the 4 signs till the end of the month, I think. If you go and read your sign, I did earth, air, fire, and water. Go and see those signs because it's about birth and rebirth. I can't make this up. This is divine or whoever on the other side trying to send you a message, not me the message, but you the message. Well, probably me too. Trust me, I'm human. So really paying attention to that, whether you believe in universe, Allah, God, whatever, there is an energy higher than us that's trying to give you a message. Because this energy, your energy, is creative projects. It's the number 6. It's about now like sort of like a Knight of Swords, maybe moving slowly but surely, but it's the spider. And what do spiders do? They create a web. They create something that creates stability for them to catch their food. Okay. But the thing is, it takes time to build that web. It takes a start to do that. Okay. Definitely it takes a start to do that. So it has to begin somewhere with a seed. And when I coach, or if you watch any of my other videos on Get Balance 2020 channel or this channel, it is about growing like a tree. You've got the seed, it grows to a sprout. It starts to plant solid roots. That's what sort of is happening right now, is we're just planting that seed and the sprout is coming up because it's creative projects. It's in a mindset. It is thinking. It is starting something, whether it's a new job for you, whether you have an idea that you want to produce or grow, because I'm a business owner. So I think in projects that it's like, okay, I've got this design. Now I want to develop it. Then I want to sell it. I want to market it. How am I going to do that? Same with if you're on Etsy or if you're on anything. Something there is creative, growing in your mind. Don't dissuade it. Don't poo-poo it, because it's the time for you to do that here in the first energies of March. And again, these are energies. I can give you all this stuff, but the thing is with these energies, it's up to you to move, to do it. If the spider doesn't start, it's never going to have a web. If you don't release whatever is weighing you down, I feel so heavy. I feel like I've got cement blocks around my waist pulling me, pulling me, pulling me. I don't know who that's for, but whatever is pulling you down, whether it's somebody's got anxiety that's keeping you stuck and down, there's ways to help release that. Again, I'm not tooting my horn to coach, but I'm just telling you there are ways to do that, okay? I'd be happy to help you with that. However, something is weighing somebody down, a struggle, a challenge, somebody got in a kerfuffle with somebody or whatever it is. This is time to release. How do we, okay, thank you. So how do you release some of that? For somebody, I don't know who this message is for, but they're saying you need to communicate, you need to talk, you need to share, you need to express your feelings. Okay, and I'm not gonna get into a coaching session, but I am gonna say, if you start your conversations, if you're having trouble with a lover, a family member, or whatever, and no matter what you talk about, you start fighting, that's because you're not looking at each other's perspective. And so what you need to do in a conversation is start out, I feel, I need, I want. Once you start the conversation with you did this and so I did this, destructive, completely destructive. You will always fight. There is no reason to fight in a relationship whatsoever. You have to release that way of that mindset of how you're thinking. You have to look at the other person's perspective first. All right. Welcome, welcome. You can ask your questions at the end. I'm not going to answer, but if you have interactions like this, if you want to interact to the things that I'm saying, that's great, fantastic, resonate. But the questions I won't answer until the end. All right, because this is for everybody. This is a general reading, so let's respect, because that's huge. We've got the Queen of Swords, definitely about truth. Well, okay, thank you. So they're asking you, what is the truth? And the movement, death. Something has to go away to be able to start this seed. There is a butterfly there. That is a mindset transformation, all right? So let's see what else the cards are saying about this reading for the first of the month for you guys. And I would love to know where everybody's from. Oh my gosh, I was buying something off of Etsy, and the gentleman sent it. It was beautiful. I was thanking him for it. And we were talking about getting something else. He goes, yeah, but I'm snowed in. And he sent me a picture of his place of residence. I think he's up in Vermont or New Jersey or somewhere up in there. And the snow was like 7 feet tall. It was crazy. I used to live in Upper Michigan, and we used to have that. I mean, I'm from Upper Michigan, but I'm just blown away at what the East Coast is getting. Yeah. India. Wow. I'm reaching India. Oh my God. I'm telling you, I'm a boomer, guys. This blows my mind. This blows my mind that I can be all over the world. My daughter talked me into doing this because I am not a photogenic person. I am not one to be live on this stuff, but definitely thank you for watching. Wow. Wow. I'm just blown away. Okay, if you remember just a few seconds ago, we were talking about the release and everything. Boy, this is beautiful. I got goosebumps for somebody. This is beautiful. I'm going to move this stuff. I was just talking to you a few seconds ago, right? And I showed you at the bottom of the deck, and I can't make this up. This is the first card out, guys. So death, when we talk about death, we think of death as a final thing. It's a bad thing. No, it's the time to make a decision which way you want to go. Okay, this is an energy to create a foundation, to make the movement happen in which way you want to go, not your friends telling you. I tell everybody, and I tell one girl at work, because I have a day job on top of it. I said, don't speak what you're going to do to anybody. You put that energy out there, and they're going to poo-poo it. Oh, you don't have money to do it. You're going to sabotage it. And this is about your creative self right now. You've got the Page of Cups. It's all about creative and curiosity and how things work. When I started tapping more into my intuition and my empath and my clairvoyance and clairaudience skills, I didn't talk about it to anybody because I didn't want it to be disrupted by the earth, the lower vibrational energies. I wanted to keep moving higher and higher and higher. So when we open our mouths with words, we sort of cut off that transformation because you want it validated by somebody else. Okay, but what you want to do is you want it validated by somebody that you trust, that you believe, that will be honest, authentically. I've got one girlfriend that will be authentically honest. And that's why I love her the most, because sometimes they say things that you just don't want to hear, or you want them to validate you to say, oh, yeah, that's a good idea. When they're in their mind, they're thinking, oh, that freaking sucks. You know, you want that validation. Now, there's for somebody out there, oh, thank you for the hearts. That really warms me. I just get tickled when you guys comment and do all that kind of stuff. Um, but there's somebody that you do trust. There is somebody around. Now, for somebody's, this might have to take a minute to sink in. The reason why is not everybody has people they can trust around them. So I have one, and I am a manager of one of the, how do I say this without giving it away? I am a manager of the biggest entertainment company in the world. Okay. I don't trust anybody there. I don't trust anybody in my friend circle but one person. And I go to that person. It's sort of like a mentor that you have. This is somebody old, though. This is the second sixth that we have. So this is somebody not old like in age, but somebody you have been around, that you know, that you really don't know if you can trust them. What you need to, and how to tell you can really, really trust them, to tell you and be your authentic self in your decisions that you're making. Because, oh my God, this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. You've got 6 of Cups, you've got Strength, and you've got the 2 of Swords. A lot of movement here. A lot of movement. But the thing is that that person, how you can test if you've really got somebody authentic that has got your back, good, bad, was going to tell you everything, is that you go to them and ask them, you know, what do you, if you were not my friend, what would you think of me? And be honest and be truly blunt about, am I a good person? What are my good attributes? What are my weaknesses? Those kind of things. And if they tell you honestly, then that's the person you go to. All right. Hello. I don't know who that is, but very interesting signs. I don't know what that means. Hello. Please tell. I am actually from the United States, and I am in the West Coast, because a lot of people don't know. I'm from Oregon, not a very common place that people come from. Okay. Most of the time you hear it's Florida, California, that kind of a thing. But I'm in Oregon. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's get back to this. So definitely, now in the center of your reading, there's Strength. And I will tell you, Divine's message, or the universe, or whatever to you the beginning of March, it's not easy, guys. It is not easy to release. I've been saying this in all your readings through the end of February. Energy vampires. And these are people that keep your vibration low. These are people that either gaslight you. They're people that, you know, don't have your back. These are people that sit there and sabotage you or try to, thank you. So they try to hold you back. And here's the thing about having strength to let go of that person. And it doesn't mean that you have to, well, I'm done talking to you, ghosting. Please don't ghost people. That's so immature. And it's just telling what your integrity is about. So don't ghost people. Just say, you know what? I'm just really busy. I just don't think we connect anymore. You know, that kind of a thing. Especially if you're on these dating things. I just don't get it. Okay. They just ghost you, and it's like you meet them and they ghost you. Okay. It takes a lot of strength to not ghost a person and be honest and true and authentic that, hey, we don't get along. Sorry. There was no connection. Sorry. I got big girl panties on. You got big boy panties or big boy breeches on. But the thing is, be just more mature about it. Definitely. Yeah. So the thing is, it does you're going to have strength in able to, I called it when I was bodybuilding, my mother was the worst saboteur of that. It's because she saw me growing up and she saw me yo-yo diet. She saw me do all that. but she never thought that I would ever lose the weight. I was 215 pounds. I don't know what you guys do if you're in Europe or India, how many kilograms that is, but I was 215 pounds, and she didn't believe me that I was going to lose the weight and go on a bodybuilding stage. Yeah, I competed 1 year later at 136 pounds. And that book back there, that's what that's about. Just go on divinewarriorintuitive.com. You can see before and afters. You can also have coaching sessions, one-on-one tarot and stuff like that. But it took strength to say, Mom, I can't talk to you for this next year because you keep putting me down, keep saying I'm not going to do it. I need people in my corner that says that I am going to do it. Now, she was my mom. This was somebody I knew and loved deeply, okay? So for you, whoever this is, yes, it is really hard, but you can do it. And you know what? After I hit the stage and I had that weight and I wrote that book, she really was not embarrassed. She was sad because I made the goals that she couldn't in her lifetime. So again, it's looking at the perspective of another person releasing, okay? This is sort of, I'll be surprised if the moon energy doesn't come up, but releasing that low vibrational energy to get what you need done, because something's coming up for somebody to get it done. Oh, 97 kilograms. Woo! That sounds like a lot too. But the thing is that it is going to take somebody some strength to say, you know what? I just need to take a break because I need to love myself enough that this is dragging me down. This is keeping me stuck. This is not allowing my creative juices to flow in loving me and loving the things for myself. Okay, what I need to do for myself. A lot of the times, and I'm going to go on to these next cards because I'm getting so many downloads. And the Knight of Pentacles, again, this is about an opportunity. You're going to have to make a choice. When you have the Magician, though, this is sort of at the end of the reading. This is sort of your energy moving into the end of March. The Magician is not only about opportunities of things, it's illusions, it's lying by omission. You got to look at the high energies and the low energies. He's got his wand pointed up. When we look at the supernatural or the unseen, we always look up. Why? Because that's how we're trained. However, your ancestors, your loved ones, your guides, they're around, their energies are around. You don't have to look up, but a lot of the times we do that, and that's just a spiritual sign because the wand that he is holding, there's two things about this. And if you don't know anything about tarot cards, this is very interesting because he's holding the sign in the middle. Okay. He's also got it pointed up. Okay. But in the Weight Rider decks, he's got two things on each end. So one is pointing up to spiritual, making a spiritual decision, and I can tell you how to do that, or you're pointing down to the earth, which is an earthly decision. Now you've got something here. I got to move these back to where they were, or I'm going to get this all mixed up and they're going to say, no, that's not what we meant. But the thing is, that's where it takes strength to stand in your own authenticity and believe in yourself, because you have to release what isn't working for you anymore. Or, okay, so somebody out there is holding a bunch of stuff. That's the earthly stuff that you're holding, that it doesn't service you anymore. It doesn't work for you anymore. So why are you keeping it? It's the same as a person. We may love people come and go, and people are there for your reason for that moment, that season, or whatever you want to call it. They're not there for your lifetime. There isn't very many people in your life that are going to be there for a lifetime. If they are, and sometimes it becomes an obligation. Well, I need to stay with them for the kids. I need to be with them because I've invested so much time in them. However, it's dragging you down. It's trying to mess with your head. And instead of making decisions with your spirit, you're making decisions from your head. Okay. So I don't know who this is all for, but it is going to take strength to. Here's something I can share with you what I did, because a lot of people are like, well, I don't want to just get rid of somebody forever. Okay, just I call it divorcing them for a while or separating from them for a while, because it's not working. It's not helping you get to that next level. And when I say next level of spirituality, it's like, okay, people worry about crap, especially if you're in the United States. We got a lot of crap going on. And I have so many people that I work with that are so depressed, anxiety driven, all that kind of stuff, because they're listening to the news, they're listening to all the stuff in the media, and they're not focusing in on their bubble of what they can control. Okay, they're focused in on all this stuff they can't control, so the anxiety goes up. Okay. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. But the thing is that we can't focus in on that. We need to focus in on, if you go and Google, or even probably look, they're probably on YouTube now. What is it? The 23 or 25 Buddhist monks that walked from Texas to Washington, D.C. That's a long walk for peace. There are so many people along that way that showed love, showed empathy. That is the spiritual way. Things that you can take with you when you pass over to the other side. Okay. When you pass this energy and leave this vehicle, go to the other side. You can't take stuff from the earth. They don't care about politicians and all that kind of stuff. They don't care about material stuff. They don't even care about the low vibrational stuff on the other side. All they care about is how you love, when you love, how you treat people. And that's things that you cannot see. Those can go with you. How do I know? I've witnessed it. I've spoke to my mother, and I had proof, because I was like, oh my God, am I going crazy? And, because I could hear her voice and everything. But she was demanding me to do something out of love, not for myself. Trust me, it wasn't for me, because I'm like, why aren't you talking to me? No, go do this. I want you to do this. And when I did it, so what it was she was asking me to call my 92-year-old aunt. And I'm like, what? I thought I was going nuts. Okay. So she asked me to call my 92-year-old aunt, and I was like, okay, I'm going crazy, but this sounds like mom, and I know I'm clairaudience. So I'm like, okay, mom, I'm at the post office. When I get home, I'll call her when I get home. And then I get home, and she's like, Patty Ann, call Aunt Gertie. And I'm like, okay, mom, I got leather work to do. And I looked at the clock and I said, give me till 7:30. I'll call Aunt Gertie, because Aunt Gertie's in California. I'm in Oregon. We're on the same West Coast. So same time frame. So I get there, and it's like almost 7:30. I'm working in the leather shop. And all of a sudden I hear my mom, Patty Ann, it's 7:30. You told me you're going to call Aunt Gertie. Call Aunt Gertie. And now I'm just a little scared, because she's 92. Did she die? Is she sick? Is something going on? And I'm like, okay. So I call my Aunt Gertie, and she was so elated. She was like, well, hi, you remembered my birthday. And I'm like, what? So when that happened, I let Aunt Gertie talk and share. And I told her at the very end, I said, Aunt Gertie, I said, honestly, I didn't remember your birthday. I said, and my Aunt Gertie has audio visual. So she clairvoyant, she can see her ex-husband, or her husband that passed away sometimes. And he just comes and says hello and says he's protecting her. But the thing was, she said, I said, Aunt Gertie, I said, I didn't remember it. I said, Mom from the other side kept pounding me to call you today, and I didn't know it was your birthday. She goes, oh my goodness, Teresa's still remembering me from even beyond. And she says she never has forgotten my birthday once. And I was like, okay. So we can talk to the other side. You just have to learn how to do it. So since that time, I've talked to several people on the other side. But the thing is, you have to have the strength to trust and believe in yourself. Okay, in that. There is movement here. It's going to be a lot of decision making for you for the beginning of March. And it's going to be up to you how you want. Okay, the other thing too is they're saying, how big do you want to grow your web? How massive do you want to grow your web? Do you want to just keep it small? For example, if you're an Etsy person and you have create something, do you want to just create a few of them a year, or do you want to grow it into a big business? Okay, that's your web. This is your world. This is your aura. This is your energies, how big you want it to be. Personally, for me, on this earthbound, I will grow my business big, but I will keep my circle small. Okay, if that makes sense to you. I don't want a lot of people in because that's noise. It's too much noise. Okay, so if the more people you bring in to your circle, the more noise. Here's why. Because majority, if you have any spiritual or believe in any metaphysical, they're not going to understand it. And if they're like, oh, they're skeptical or they don't believe in it, they're going to keep you squished down. Your vibrations are going to keep squished down. And it's not that you're saying they're a bad person, because they're just not at your level. So I can't keep a lot of friends because they don't understand my level of where I'm at with my abilities. And if I do, they're probably going to say, oh, she's just nuts. You know, I've trust me, I'm a boomer. I've gone through all the scientific and all that kind of stuff. And they're like, yeah, she's got something going on. So definitely. All right. So I don't know who that is for, but if you don't release whatever is bogging you down, these seeds cannot be planted. All right. So let's see what else is going on for this energy. All right. And don't be afraid to chime in if you're on and watching, if this is helpful to you. That helps me to help you. If it isn't and doesn't resonate, it might not be for you. It might be somebody around you that it's actually, good for. I love this magician at the end, though, because there's so many possibilities with it. Are these upside down? Oh, interesting. Oh, I can't make this up. So, the devil is on the death. Okay. What the devil represents is something that, how do I put this? It's almost like an illusion. Thank you. Because if you look at the devil, okay, this is a decision that you have to make, okay? This is a decision where you have to grow. These are all through all these 4 cards. I can't hold them all up because I don't have that big of hands. But these all go together 100%. These are the energies that you focus in on. These are the energies that you really need to pay attention to. Because when you have the death card, it is about it's a spiritual battle. It's like you have to decide what is important to you, whether it be earth, things that matter, physical things, tangible things, kind of things that you have to touch. But here with the devil, it's very much like the magician, because the devil loves creating illusions, low vibrational illusions. And why is that? This card doesn't show it. If I had the Weight Rider deck, the illusion is you've got 2 people with chains around their neck. It's like it's holding you. You can't be released. But with the devil card, if you look closely at it, Google a devil card, the Weight Rider deck, and you'll see that the chains are loose. They can pull them over their head if they want to. This is about choices. This is about where do you want to go. So the devil card definitely is saying release the chains of what you've got around your neck. Okay. The 4 of Wands, when you do that, you're going to have celebration. You are going to have people showing, hey, you did it, you made it, how did you do it? They're going to want to have create curiosity, because you have the Three of Cups, you've got the Four of Wands, okay, and you've got the love of people around you that supported you in whatever that is. Because again, oh my God, somebody is jealous of somebody. I don't know who that is, but somebody is totally jealous that, thank you, somebody, they're just saying somebody's moving on and somebody's jealous. The reason why they're jealous is they have that strength. Okay, they have the strength to do what they need to do, to make the decisions, even though they can't see what the future is going to bring. They're making that decision to say, hey, I'm important. I need to love myself. I need to be moving forward for myself. This is what I need to do for me. Because then you have the Six of Swords, lots of truth, lots of walking in your own truth. Does that make sense to you guys? Somebody's trying to hold somebody back. And this, I want to say, because there's only one pentacle here, but I want to say that whatever this is, they're holding you back from your whatever job. And a job is different than a career. So a job is just to get you by to pay your bills. But this is somebody trying to hold you back from maybe a position. Maybe you applied for a promotion and you didn't get it. And maybe it's based on a biased decision that they like somebody better. They're in the clique a little bit more, anything of that nature. But I have a feeling for work, the Seven of Wands is something that you need to stand up for. And in order to do that, that does take strength. And sometimes that decision might be that you have to move on to a different position. Or in the company, there might be a different department. There might be a different company that you need to move to. This is, again, energies of building a new foundation. The number 4 and planting seeds, getting rid of possibly an old job. I'm already in that right now. I can feel this energy right now. Definitely 100% I can feel this energy. So, and I'm in the earth signs. So definitely an energy that is moving forward. All right. Boy, this is like a beautiful, it's like a start over. It's like a second wind. It's like something that you've got a passion for, or somebody a passion for. Okay, so I don't normally do love stuff, but the thing is that if it is a person that you started to date and you want to go to the next level, you need to be open and honest about what you want at that next level. If you don't become friends with benefits, if that's what they want, then that's fine. That's their gig. But the thing is, if you want to get married and you love that person enough, if you put them in a position where not an ultimatum, okay, I'm talking about relationships at the moment. If you say, okay, listen, we've been dating for 2 months. This has been great. Or we've been seeing each other or meeting each other for 2 months. Where is this going? Where is this going? Is this something you want to keep in the future? I'll give you a question to ask and you will know the answer in 2 seconds of if you are the one for them in the future or not. Okay. So welcome. So the thing is that if this is for somebody that, again, you're planting the seed, you're trying to find out what the foundation is in this relationship, or you need to transition and move on. So if you're dating and you've gone out for, say 5 dates, 6 dates, maybe 7 dates, just depends on how much you talk in between, then what you can do is when you meet each other the next time, then, just say, hey, where is this going? Is this, what is it that you want? Where is this going? And if they hem and haw, or if they say, well, maybe go out with other people, or maybe they give you the indication that they're not the one, or that they are not serious, if they're not saying the we, or saying that, hey, I'm really looking forward to spending more time with you. I'm actually thinking about, our future, what we could do, sort of plan things. Then that person's in there. But if they're staying, well, I think, just keep our feelers out, that kind of thing. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Because I'm going to tell you, as a boomer, you're going to waste a lot of time and energy. Oh, but he's so cute, or she's so beautiful, blah, blah, blah. That's physical. That's earth. They're telling you you're not the one. If they're telling you that there has to be some future talk into that dating or even meeting. I'm going to say 5 times, probably dating 5 times. You should be able to get at that point some serious questions in, but you should also know where the future is for this. So what do you think of this? I did this just not too long ago with a guy, and I knew right there and then this is not going anywhere. So this is where I was like, okay, so what are your feelings about, meeting, blah, blah, blah. There was hesitation for 2-3 seconds before he said something. So if there is hesitation, that is your answer, because they're trying to think of some way that they don't want to hurt you with rejecting you. Put it that way. So get your big girl panties on, get your big boy pants on, and figure that out, because don't waste your time. Please don't waste your time. Anyway, we're getting away from the reading and more coaching. So, but hopefully that was helpful to somebody. You got glasses, but thank you. Oh my gosh. I'd love to know where you guys are from. Please share. Please share. Tell me where you're from. I love it. Somebody said they were from India and it blew my mind. I just can't believe I'm all over the world. Okay. I do with my leather channel, but yeah, I do leather work from saddles on down to anything. But on this metaphysical, my channel's so small that I'm just still shocked that people watch from all over the world. All right. Is there anything else, Divine? Anybody, ancestors, any relatives, anybody that wants to come through to give a message to any viewer that's watching while it's either live or recorded when they watch it? Is there anything you want to share from the other side, please? Yeah, I know you always say that. But is there anybody that wants to come through that somebody needs to hear from you? Sometimes it's quiet, sometimes somebody doesn't want to come through because maybe they're not supposed to be listening or whatever. Because a lot of people don't believe in tarot. Tarot is just a piece of paper. It's a cards. It's the person that is actually able to read the messages that is coming through that the cards are trying to say. It's just all, this is a tool, but this and this connection is the total resource. Divine's the source. That's the thing, is people don't realize when it comes to metaphysical or readings or anything of that, or intuition, it's not you. It's what you're connecting with and who you're connecting with. Got to be careful with who, okay? But again, we have the Page of Wands. A lot of pages because we have newness, okay? And the Page of Cups again for the second time. So what is it that somebody has a passion about that you're not working on yet? So what is it? And again, as I go back to the very beginning when we first started, don't let fear control you. You control your fear. You take hold of it. If fear is holding you back, that's a low vibrational field, a low vibrational frequency. That is a devil frequency to give you every excuse, everything that you want to say that you can't do it. You're keeping yourself, I've got the elephant in the mud again. So there's a visual of an elephant in a mud pond. He's in the middle and he can't move, but he can move because it's only up to right above his knees. But he's acting like he cannot move. He's stuck. He's not stuck. He can actually pick them up and move forward, but he doesn't want to. So again, this energy is something that needs to be released. If you are stuck, you can always reach out to me and email me. Hey, I just don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do that. Go to divinewarriorintuitive.com. Lots of stuff on there. Also, Get Balanced 2020 has a lot of videos that I put out there that will help you about getting unstuck, communicating. If you've had sexual abuse, there's a 3-part series there. There is so many videos on there, and I just haven't really promoted the channel. But these are things that I have done over the years in coaching to help people. But this is something that is keeping you stuck. What is it? Put it in the comments. I would love to know. You don't have to say who you are or anything. Just say, yeah, this person's keeping me stuck. This job is keeping me stuck. I need help with blah, blah, blah. I don't know. But what is keeping you stuck? What is challenging you right now that fear is taking over and you're not taking control of that fear? I may comment on it and say, this is how you can do that. And if I comment on it, it may help another person. A lot of the times we think, well, I don't want to say it because I'm embarrassed. You might just be helping another person by allowing yourself to share your story. That's why I did the sexual abuse videos. Oh my gosh, that is a hard one, hon. That is a hard one. Oh my gosh. I worked in chemical dependency. You cannot do that alone. I will tell you, as a coach and working in chemical dependency, the reason why any kind of drug addiction is really, really hard to get over, you can do it. And here's why. My brother was addicted to pills and things of that nature. He was 1 year he was 5 days short of his 1 year sobriety, and he was murdered. So getting off just even say you need help with is a freaking humongous step. That is a huge step. That takes strength, that takes courage, but you can't do it alone. There's programs out there. I don't know where you are in the world, but whatever country you're in, there are programs to help you. You can reach out to your county. You can reach out, and if you private message me and tell me what state you're in, I can probably get you some ideas. Cocaine is not, yeah, so here's the problem. Cocaine is really a hard addiction to get off of. However, meth is even worse. And you got to get off of meth because it'll kill you. You got to get off. So, yeah. Yeah, meth will kill you, honey. Please. There is somebody out there that wants you in their life to help you and everything. And you can, if you get clean off of meth, you can help somebody else. Do you know that I'm going to get off I'm going to get off the reading just for a second. But if you get yourself clean, there are so many jobs for you. Do you know that in the chemical dependency rehab world, majority of the what do you call it? The counselors, they've been addicted themselves. If you have been sexually abused, if you have been raped, if you have been anything of that nature, and you share your story, it helps somebody else. We just mentioned this a few minutes, but there will be somebody that you help through your getting clean. And that's maybe your purpose in life and calling in life. So please, you've got to reach out to your county or, somebody, or I don't know where you're at in the world. But the thing is, you can do this. If you've kicked cocaine, you can kick meth. It's harder, but you can do it. You can do it. All you did was switch drugs. And a lot of people will say, well, I'm not an alcoholic anymore because I drink non-alcoholic beer, or I smoke pot. You just switched drugs. That's it. That's your drug of choice. It doesn't mean that you got clean. It's that now you got a new drug of choice. The only thing about pot is not physically addicting. It's psychologically addicting. Don't need it. But it is a great thing for medicinal. I won't get into all that, but that's a whole different realm. Okay. But I am definitely going to keep you in my prayers and in my thoughts, everything. But you can always private message me if you need to. Just go on divinewarriorintuitive.com, contact me, and if I can find some resources for you, I definitely will. But you made the first step by admitting that you need the help. Fantastic. I would just love to give you a big hug. Love to give you a big hug. Yeah. It's going to help you in every realm. If you stop, it's going to help you in every realm, not only finances, but relationships and helping. We're not here on this earth for ourselves. Sorry to say to most of you guys, but we're not here on this earth for ourselves. We're here to be here for others in whatever our purpose and calling is. We are here to be helping with others. All right. Okay, let's get back to the reading. Anything else, Divine? And again, this is a time where you can ask questions. This is the end of it. Again, I do have your signs through, I did a reading through the 28th, which we've got 4 more days in it. So go on to the YouTube channel and look up if you're Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's a group. Earth, fire, water, and so I do them more that way just because I do have a day job, and it's just a little bit easier for me since my computer crapped out on me. So that's why I'm coming in on the phone. I hate it. I like to see more. You know, I'm a boomer. I can't see things so well. Okay, tell me what sign are you and what coming towards you. I just gave it all. But there's, yeah, you have anything more specific? I just gave you what's coming towards you. All this is coming towards you because you're watching this. It's resonating with you. If it's not resonating you, then your energies are not catching something. Okay. Okay. Boy, you love to keep it. Aries. Oh, my Aries. Oh, my lovely Aries. You know what? Okay, thank you. Sorry, it's a download. It's not the cards, but I'll pull a card for you. They're saying even if we give you something, you're so you get bored so easy that you wouldn't be happy with it anyway. It's like, who said that on the other side? Well, the thing about Aries is they get bored easy. You know, they get all in and then they get bored. So it's not a bad thing. It's just maybe something that you need to focus in on more. So let's see. I'll pull a card for you. Let me use a different deck that's a full deck. I don't like to use. I watch readers take so many cards from the same deck. But what if that card that you had already downed needed to be pulled again? So that's why I don't do that. I'm not like a lot of readers because a lot of readers out there are not real. I watch them just out of curiosity. There's only 2 I watch that do that. The High Priestess. Okay, so for your Aries, okay, you really need to be paying attention to your spiritual side. What is it that you're needing to release? Okay, so whatever you're trying to release, then that door will open for whatever you want to come in. And you have to keep thinking about what you want to come in. That's the waves again that we're talking about. What do I need to let go? It's sort of like going through a spring cleaning. I don't need all this crap in the house. Okay, if I get rid of this, then what? I can get something new. Okay, so, but this is the High Priestess, and it's the number 2. So something is coming towards you. Don't block it with fear. If there's something you need to release to expand your web, your energies to grow what you need, you got to release it. You got to be listening to your intuition. What is your intuition telling you? That's your message for you. All right. All right. You are a Leo. You are my mother. My mother was a Leo. Welcome. Very strong, very sturdy people, very loyal. I love Leos. It can be really stubborn sometimes. But so can us Virgos. All right. All right. What do you have for Leo? What message do you have for this person? I don't know, Leo. My mom, wow, July 27th. My mom was July 30th. Yeah. It was interesting because, you know, I'm trying to date. Trust me, dating is a boomer. I decided to quit because I'm just like, one guy said, oh yeah, my birthday's on July 30th. I said, you got to be kidding me. What I found out, he's an IT guy that can go get all that information from the web. That my mother was a Virgo. Okay, too many cards. Okay, what, Leo? Welcome, welcome. I love it. I love the little hearts. The hearts make me so happy. The little eyes that have the hearts and the heart. Thank you so much. And thank you for the ones that give me the hearts that go up. I love it. Just makes me feel like somebody's out there still listening. Okay. Ooh, Two of Swords. Okay, now there was Two of Swords again in the reading. Okay, Leos. So definitely a decision that you need to make. I think this is interesting. Okay, let's take a second about this. So whoever created these cards, and these are Disney's. You got to tell. Well, if you see this office, this is my office. I'm a Disney person. Okay, that sort of gives you a hint where I work. But the thing is, this Two of Swords on the Disney deck. Look at this. And then the Two of Swords. This is the actual sort of the Weight Rider, the way it looks. You've got swords down and you've got swords up. Okay. This tells me a lot that we talked about low vibrational energies. These are low vibrational energies that are not, it's sort of like seeing it in the reverse to me. So that it's you're having a hard time with a decision or what you want to do or whatever it is on your heart right now. And the reason is because you're not listening to your higher self. You're not listening because you got the Page of Cups out here a lot of times. If you go back and watch the whole reading, definitely you've got a lot of energies, but it's like the where'd the Seven of Swords card go? Was it the Seven of Swords that we had? No, we got the Devil a couple of times. We have the Six of Swords. But you also had, you had the Seven of Wands. Or Seven of Wands, not Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands. So it's like you're struggling to get to the top. I don't know who this is for, but if some Leo out there, you're struggling to get to the top or the next level, or maybe to the next level of a date or relationship, or you're confused. That's where I talk about communication. There's a phenomenal video on communication on Get Balanced 2020 YouTube. Just type in communication, in how to have clear communication, how to get the communication that you need and the answers that you need. Okay. But definitely whatever this is, you're trying to stand up for yourself. Definitely. This is beautiful. This is where this comes in, guys. Leos, this is where you have to look and stand up for what you believe in. Remember when I was talking about me going into bodybuilding at 215 pounds and my mom was like laughing, yeah, this is just another diet, another yo-yo thing. And then a year later, I'm on the stage. That was the decisions, hard decisions, the strength card to go ahead and say, I need to cut you out of my life for now. I didn't say forever. I said for now. If you cannot support me, lift me up, and all that kind of stuff, then I need to not talk to you. And I would. She'd call me and I'm like, do you have anything positive to say? Okay, I will talk to you later. Because I don't want that energy in, because then we get the Devil card holding you down, saying that those chains are never going to come off when you could just lift them up over your head. It's choice. It's mindset. Okay. DivineWarriorIntuitive.com. Go and see there. And when I went from 215, there's pictures there, 215 to bodybuilding in 1 year, it's a mindset. So where is your mindset at, Leos? This is something that you really have to think about. Really have to think about. Hey, fellow Oregonian. Hello, hello. Yay. Love it. Love it. Not too many people know where Oregon is. Okay. All right. But if you have any other questions, okay, Aquarius, I'm not going to cut you out. So let's see for Aquarius what that message may be. Okay. And then this will be the time that you probably want to ask any questions because we're at the end of the reading. Where did that deck go? Oh, wait, no? Oh, I'm losing my mind. No. And so you know, as being an empath and doing these readings, I don't remember them. Especially if I do one-on-ones, people say, do you, they'll come back to me and say, when you said this about my reading, I don't remember because it's not for me. It's for you. And so if I do one-on-ones, you want to record it. I've got this big news coming at the end of the month. So if you're a subscriber, make sure that you hit the notifications all because it's active. It's going to be fun. It's going to be something for everybody or an opportunity for everybody. So definitely, I'm just working on it and don't want to spill the beans until I'm done. And it may come in the next couple of days because I'm almost done to share it. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So Aquarius, I promised Aquarius. Are you still there, Aquarius? Okay. All right. Definitely. Again, while I'm shuffling for Aquarius, then I will go. So this is a message. I'll pull one card for you guys and see what comes through from the other side for that card. Just remember divinewarriorintuitive.com if you want to book a reading or a session. I do nutrition, fitness. I do spiritual coaching. If you have abilities that scare you, you don't know, you have dreams, I can help you interpret those dreams a little bit, that kind of a thing. That kind of thing. All right. The only thing I don't do because, yeah, I think it's sacred is right now medium, reaching out to another person on the other side. Because a lot of the times you ask for somebody to come through, they don't. I had somebody come through that's very famous the other day. I didn't ask them to come through, but I was just commenting on how beautiful their work was. And they came through and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I said, no, this is just me. And they're like, no, it's not. And I would just want to say thank you for recognizing me. And I'm like, what? So I don't like to do that because I don't know if they're going to come through or not. And I don't want you to be disappointed, right? Because we all crave our loved ones. Okay, Aquarius, if this is for you, these are upside down. What do we have? The Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. Lots of decisions you got to make. There's like, and this might not be right now, but there is like going to be several opportunities at once, whatever that is for Aquarius. So it's going to be, again, this mindset, where you want to go. So for Aquarius, wherever it is that you want to go in the next year, 5 years, 3 years, 5 years, this is the time to grow that web towards that. Okay. Get rid of all the stuff, plant those seeds, but it is definitely time to decide where you want to go in your life. So this was probably for, no, it doesn't have to be a younger person, because even when you're in your 40s and 50s, you try to decide where you want to go and where you want to be in the future. Okay. And let me tell you, a career will change and change and change. Your purpose, your calling will change and change and change. Some people believe that your purpose and calling is one thing throughout your whole life. No, it isn't. And there's a lot of reasons why the people come into your life, why you get married to certain people and it doesn't last. You can't poo-poo that. It's like there was a lesson that you needed to learn at that time and moment. I can even witness to that. And it wasn't your fault. It's just that that person was there for that season to teach, or you were to teach them something, and it's time to move on to that next level. It's like going up the levels. It's like going up steps. And that's what life is about. It's not just one step. If you go one step, you're never going to learn. You're never going to grow. You're never going to have opportunities to expand your mind. You're also going to be stuck. There's that elephant in the mud again. So you don't want to be stuck. I've got a girlfriend that is stuck in every excuse that you can imagine. However, it's all about finances. Finances are earthly bound things that we need. But there are ways that this person could actually create a better and more calm life for themselves, but they're the elephant stuck in the mud. They have that choice because it's only up above their knees. They can slowly move it out and slowly move it out, but they don't want to. Okay, again, that's patience also in time. All right. But thank you so much for everybody. I guess that's the last question. So thank you so much. Again, I'm on every week. You have to subscribe and hit the notification all, only because my schedule changes every week. I will post when I'm going to be on for the upcoming reading. So I probably will look at my schedule today and say, okay, I'm going to be on. So subscribe, hit the notifications all, and you'll know that. Also go to divinewarriorintuitive.com. right now. If you want to see all the other things that I do, I am building products that I make out of leather and things like that, for you guys to have fun, and enjoy. Just something to have in your hands. It's nothing. I don't want to make money off of that much. I just want to have fun making them, designing and developing them. So next reading will be live. Watch for your sign, either earth, air, fire, water. It's going to be in those. And I will be doing that reading for March. Probably coming up, might even be later today or in the next few days. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please comment. I love it. I love it. And thank you for all the hearts, the love. It means a lot, and supporting my little teeny tiny channel. I appreciate it so much. Namaste, and be good, stay healthy, and listen to your higher self. Take care now.